Hello, my name is Eric, and I'm going to be talking about how the growth of a country's economy um, impacts the region and the world pretty much in this globalized economy that we have today. Specifically, I'll be focusing in on China and the Asian region. However, I will be also talking about the United States as well as other parts of the world that are directly affected by the rise of the Chinese economy. Alright, so first off, a little bit about the Chinese economy. They are a communist economy on paper. However, when it comes to their business practices, it's more so a capitalistic approach, meaning they have the private business, they have the profit-minded investments and money-making strategies in place and sort of stuff. Um, they are currently the second leading economy in the world, shortly only following behind the United States. Their GDP is probably roughly around $7.3 trillion, and currently they are the possessors of about, I want to say, $1.2 trillion in the United States total national debt to foreign countries. Um, their probably major reason for this developing economy would be the massive amount of labor force that they have in their country. They have about 1.2 billion people, which is almost 1/7 of the entire world's population. Um, they have a highly diversified economy, um, manufacturing industry, economic manufacturing industry. Sorry. Um, they make everything from automobiles to children's toys to technological goods such as iPods and iPads. Um, yeah. However, thing with the economics in this region is China has fallen under a lot of scandal lately with practices of that are probably less favorable to the rest of the world, such as artificial um, inflating and deflating of their national currency, which affects how favorable and persuasive their goods are to the rest of the world. Lower costs, obviously more people will buy their goods, and as a result their economy goes up, and countries declare that unfair, which in a way it is rightly so unfair. um, as far as the economics in the region, a lot of the countries have adopted economic trade alliances as well as some political alliances, such as the ASEAN um, alliance, which consists of many Asian countries such as Japan, Korea, China, and this is just the way that they're able to buffer themselves, sort of in the similar way as the not the United Nations, the European Union, where a similar currency in an attempt to sort of protect each other's economy, help work together, and strengthen their general role in the international market, such as against competitors like the U.S. or the EU nations. Now, as a result of the growing Chinese economy as well as the growing Asian economy, number three is Japan in the world of highest GDP and overall economic power. The West, specifically America, has taken a very high interest in monitoring the Chinese economic growth. One has been happening is the overall monitoring of the island country of Taiwan, which has split from China and is currently a hot topic issue, resulting in political tension between the United States, Taiwan, and China. For those of you who don't know, the Chinese government want Taiwan to reassimilate back into mainland China, while the United States obviously favoring the Taiwanese independence, due to having a sort of democratic stronghold, I guess, in that central area of the world, especially geographically speaking. The the location of Taiwan is key. It's right off the coast of China, and monitors a very high interest trade port that passes through the area. Which brings us to our next point of Chinese foreign policy. Many political scientists have come to the conclusion that, um, you know, obviously taking a realist sort of approach to the Chinese economic growth, um, many are saying that it's only a matter of time before they begin to vie for hegemonic power in the region, and then eventually the world. No country is going to want to stop what they're doing, especially when they're developing and growing at such a high rate. They're going to want the best possible, to be the best possible. And as a result, many political scientists and economists are, predicting that in the near future, China is going to become a patient hegemon, basically, and they're going to bide their time and just wait until the perfect moment to pretty much become number one. And as a result, many are predicting them to adopt a more quote-unquote aggressive foreign policy in the near future. And it's only a matter of time till we see a more world influencing China. In fact, China is currently the number one leading country developing and investing into technologies going into Antarctica to extract wealth, or extract the wealth of resources that are available over there, as well as environmental technologies and stuff like that. Now, as spoken about before, Taiwan, the United States has played a huge role in the current area of Taiwan and China and the Chinese-Taiwanese relations. You have the United States signing the TRA, the TRA is the Taiwan Relations Act of 1979, which, similar to the Marshall Plan in Europe, basically, had the United States pledging to support Taiwan in the event of a potential forceful or economical attempt by the Chinese government to re-assimilate Taiwan into the mainland Chinese country. However, due to the current situation of the American government's economy, many are speculating that their potential support in the event of an actual forced or economically forced assimilation may be limited, as China has such huge hold over the American government's national debt. So only time will tell as to how these countries interact with each other.